Hello, thank you so much for taking time out of your day to check out this video. Welcome to the Gridiron. And before we get started, I just want to say thank you so much to everyone out there who's been watching my videos. Thank you. If you can maybe give this video a thumbs up or possibly leave a comment below, maybe even share this video, it would mean so much to me. But anyway, just thank you so much for just taking time out of your day to check out this video. Thank you. I saw there was an article in the New York Post. I'll leave a link in the description box. Check it out if you want. It says Joe Schoen's lessons from the Bills, his time with the Bills, will shape his first NFL draft with the Giants, with the New York Giants. Explains a bit about, the drafts the Bills had since 2017, okay, when Schoen showed up. All right, was in 2017. It's a little, off, I guess, if you want to say. I mean, Schoen wasn't there for the 2017 draft, okay? He was still in Miami. Bean signed him, what I saw was May 14th, 2017. So it was like 2 weeks after the draft. Schoen went from Miami to Buffalo. So the 2017 draft, Schoen wasn't there. I mean, he was there 2 weeks after, and the draft guys came in and all of that. And he obviously became familiar with all the draftees and obviously all the guys on the roster and all that. But he was not there in the war room in 2017 for the Bills, though, right? But, I mean, for the most part, he was there for almost everything else. It talks about, since 2017, the Bills have had 37 draft picks since 2017, all right? Which is, just a joke, because in 2017 they had 6, 2018 they had 8, 2019 they had 8, 2020 they had 7, and 2021 they had 8. So they had 37 picks, right, in the last 5 drafts. The Giants in that time period have had 38. They had one more since 2017. But since 2017, the Giants are also on their 3rd GM. Because 2017 was the last draft for Reese. Gettleman came in. Gettleman was there for 2018. Remember, the first pick he had was Saquon, right? 2018, 2019, 2020, 2021. All right, so now we're at the 2022 draft. So now we're at a 3rd GM. So we had Reese, we had Gettleman, and now we have Schoen. So the Giants have had their 38 picks. 2017 they only had 6. 2018 they had 6. Then they had back-to-back 10 spots. 2019 they had 10. 2020 they had 10. And this past 2021 they only had 6, right? Obviously Brandon Beane was the GM, okay, for the Bills, during that time period. Joe Schoen was just the assistant GM, right? So basically Beane, had all the final calls. Not Schoen. I mean, Schoen, obviously, put his 2 cents worth in. He did whatever was asked of him and all of that. But I mean, obviously, Brandon Beane, made the final decision. I mean, if came to the 4th round, I'm just saying, and say Schoen wanted a linebacker out of Wyoming, and Beane wanted a wide receiver from Tulsa, guess who won? Beane's wide receiver from Tulsa, was the pick. I mean, it is what it is. But Schoen, got himself a very, very nice lesson, from, his time with Brandon Beane. But let's not also forget that Schoen, was hired by Bill Parcells when he was in Miami, too. So, I mean, Brandon Beane's pretty good, but Bill Parcells is also pretty special, too. So, I mean, Joe Schoen's got himself he's got himself some nice lessons, some nice, got nice education, shall we say, okay? And it pointed out in the article, okay, that Beane and Schoen were, able to find value, okay, in almost every round. All right, this is something that the Giants have obviously kind of struggled with over the years, right? and not only have the Giants struggled to find talent, but when they do find a talent, they've also struggled to re-sign the talent. Okay, but more on that later as far as re-signing talent. All right, some of it has to do with the Giants, obviously. This is between the GMs, the three GMs. A lot of this is huge. Recently, I'm at the end here. I'm gonna go back almost 30 years and explain a point here, right? But since 2015, we're on our sixth coach right now. All right, you got Tom Coughlin was 2015. Okay, it was his last year. Then 2016 was McAdoo. 2017 was McAdoo. Then he got canned. Okay, and then Steve Spagnuolo took over for the final 4 games of the season. So he wasn't in the draft room, in charge of a draft, making calls and stuff like that. He was just the interim coach for the final 4 games of the 2017 season. That's all. But he was a coach. All right. So we had 2015, we had Coughlin. 2016 and 2017, we had McAdoo. The final 4 games of 2017, we had Spagnuolo. Then 2018 and 2019, we had Shermer. 2020, 2021, we had Judge, and now we're at Brian Daboll. Okay, so we've had 6 coaches, and we're on our 3rd GM since 2015. All right. That's got a decent amount to do with it. Obviously, not all of it, as far as not so much maybe finding the talent, but keeping the talent, re-signing the talent. Because they come in, and it's obviously, the more it's become a business, it's a business. It's an unbelievable game. Let's face it, guys. It's the greatest game in the world. All right. Total team. Okay. Soccer, you got 11 guys. They play offense and defense. Right here, you got, in baseball, you put 9 guys on the field. Basketball, it's 5. Actually, in basketball, if you have like 2 or 3 stars, you can win a championship. Hockey, but hockey's only got 6 guys on the ice at one time. This is, you got 11 guys on offense, you got 11 guys on defense, you got a kicker, a punter, different guys on special. This is a team here, But, the more time goes by, it's just, obviously it's more and more and more, a business. It's not like, whatever years ago, a coach could come in, he might have a few years maybe to start 3, 4, 5 years maybe to turn things around. Though now it's you got the gimme year. You came in. We were. I'm trying to get my the game total right. It was 5-11. Okay, you're 5-12 because we're playing 17 games. All right, so you got your gimme year. You're 5-12. Next year, we got to win at least 8 games next year. We got to, what I'm saying? You got to. There's no, it's almost, what have you done for me lately? You got maybe a couple of years. Judge is gone. Matt Rule, he's on thin ice. This is going to be his 3rd year. I don't know what they're going to expect from him, but I'm sure this might be his last year as well. So the guys don't win. Yeah, they're gone. And so you got guys coming in. It's like, they're expected to turn the ship around in like 2 years. Not so much win a Super Bowl, but come in within 2 years, and they said the first year maybe you win 5 or 6 games. Hey, look what the Eagles did last year. I was really surprised with them. Not pleasantly surprised, but I was impressed. Okay, I was surprised, not pleasantly though, because they're in our division. But first year coach came in, winning record. All right, very, very surprised. But a lot of it's like, you come in because you got a crappy team. You got your gimme year. Okay, you were 5-12, right? Next year, we got to keep getting progress. So you got the coaches coming in, especially the GMs too, right? Especially a GM. Because, a GM comes in and he bombs. He ain't never getting a GM job again. You can forget about that. He'll land on his feet someplace, but GM job, nope. You can forget about it. I mean, you got some retread in the coaches, like Pat Shermer, right? He was, what the hell was he? I can't remember. He was like 9-23, I think he was. I think maybe with the Browns. And somehow we wound up hiring him. I think he had the same record with the Giants. I mean, so you get retread coaches, a coach that really maybe stunk one place and, well, maybe it wasn't all his fault, so we'll hire him. I mean, so you get coaches that can be retreads, okay? And with Rule, if he bombs here, he'll go back to college, okay? But, I mean, with Shane, I mean, if he bombs, you forget about it, he ain't never got a GM job again. Nope. But, I mean, you got guys coming in, and they got to win really fast. I mean, it's like, well, these aren't my guys. You're gone. Those 4 guys, they're gone. I'm not, putting my job on the line for these guys. These are not my guys. I'm going to bring in my guys. We got 53 guys on the roster, okay? 35 of them, or 30, or whatever, are gone. I'm going to bring my guys in. So that's why, I mean, it's just a constant recycle with the Giants. I mean, drafting guys, a couple of years later, they're gone. Drafting guys, they're gone. Not re-signing guys. I mean, that's a lot of, what some of the faults the Giants have, and especially as far as maybe not fielding a winner. But I'm going to, as I said, in a couple minutes here, I'm going to go over a point that's really rather shocking, I found out by. But with Buffalo, with their 5 first-rounders that they've had, okay, Tre'Davious White and Josh Allen, okay, they become Pro Bowlers, right? Ed Oliver, Tremaine Edmonds, and Gregory Rousseau, they became starters, okay? So the 5 first-rounders that they've had, the Bills have had, they become, they got starters, so they got 5 starters, okay? Then 6 of Buffalo's second and third round picks since 2017, okay, that have become starters as well. Offensive lineman Deion Dawkins, Spencer Brown, okay, Devin Singletary, running back Devin Singletary, running back Zach Moss, all right, Dawson Knox, okay, who's a third round pick tight end, who's done very well. I mean, it also helps if you got Josh Allen there, don't get me wrong, but third round Dawson Knox. So Giants got 2 third-round picks. Maybe we can find a diamond in the rough in the third round with a tight end. That would be freaking awesome. Okay, and then defensive lineman Harrison Phillips. Okay, so since 2017, they found 5 starters in the first round, and in the second and third round, they found 6. That's 11 guys. That's half a team. Okay, right? Half a team they found. Even had some success with day 3 picks, right? Gabriel Davis, the wide receiver who went off on Kansas City in that game. What a game that was! Oh my God, whew! That game was absolutely freaking incredible. I'm a defensive guy, okay, but I like defense. I hate the Madden. Hey, so and so won 86-84. I don't like that, but. I was impressed with that game. That was a hell of a game. Absolutely. Shame either team lost. Honest to God. But Gabriel Davis, wide receiver. They drafted him. Matt Milano, linebacker. They found him in the 5th round. Good pick up there. Kicker Tyler Bass in the 6th round. They found him. 7th round cornerback Dane Jackson. Right. So, I mean, they're finding guys in every round, and they got starters, and they're on the team. Very, very impressive. Of the 38 Giants, the picks the Giants have had, all right, 10 became starters, all right? 11 are now on other teams. Unbelievable. And some of them went to the Super Bowl. Hey. Anyway. Only 20 remain on the team out of those 38. Only 20 remain on the team, and a bunch of them are from the past few years. For 2021, 2019, 2020. More on that in just a minute once again. Now, out of the 20, all right, there's only 20 from 2017 that are still on the team. Davis Webb is on the team, okay, but we drafted him in 2017. He left and came back. So I'm talking about guys who've been on the team the whole time, all right? It's only about half of the Giants' draft picks since 2017 20 out of the 38 are still on the team. Out of our 7 first-round picks, we've had 2 Pro Bowl appearances. Okay, obviously Saquon his rookie year, and somehow Evan Ingram in 2020. Don't know how that happened. No idea. Now, we drafted in the first round. Okay, just to get, I mean, we drafted at position number 23. That was Evan Ingram. We drafted pick number 2, Saquon. We drafted Daniel Jones, number 6. Dexter Lawrence, number 17. I'm sorry. DeAndre Baker, number 30. Andrew Thomas, number 4. Okay, and then Kadarius Toney, number 20. Right, and we've only had 2 Pro Bowl appearances. And I don't mean like we had Saquon and Evan Ingram. We've had 2 Pro Bowlers, meaning like Saquon's been to the Pro Bowl 3 times and Evan Ingram's been there twice. No, we've just 2 Pro Bowl appearances, period. Saquon's been there 1 time his rookie season, as well he should have, over 2,000 total yards, absolutely. And Evan Ingram somehow in 2020 became a Pro Bowler. I have no idea, I still have no idea how it happened, but good for him. But, you know what I mean, so we've only had 2 Pro Bowls, 7 first-round picks, 3 of them in the top 6. And we've only had 2 Pro Bowl appearances. Obviously, with the Bills, the biggest hit, obviously, was Josh Allen. They know they got a stud, a star for, you know, it just pencil the dude in. He's our starting quarterback for at least the next 10 years. Whew, we don't have to worry about a quarterback for at least 10 years. Good for them, all right? Now, the Giants still don't know, you know, anything about them. Well, anything, but they don't know. Dame Jones, this might be his last year. Maybe we're going to hold on to him from one more. I mean, who knows? I mean, I don't know, it's just kind of tough going into the 4th season. You still don't, well, I don't know. Maybe he's you know, you see a bunch of bad, but then you see a bunch of good. It's like, so, you know, we don't know. You know what I mean? So they, you know, obviously the Bills having Josh Allen is huge, you know. Now, the Giants won't have the Bills' type of success, obviously, until they get their quarterback situation straightened out. All right, yeah, plain and simple. I mean, now whether that means building a nice offensive line, a good, you know, offensive game plan going, you know, maybe better players. I don't know, you know, I don't know, and then maybe that helps Daniel Jones. We'll have to wait and see, obviously, with the draft here and all. But I mean, the Giants got, you know, they got their, you know. They really got their work cut out for them, especially with the quarterback situation. Now, the Giants, now, one thing, the Giants have 1 guy on their roster. All right. You got from 2017 on back, we got 1 guy on our roster, Sterling Shepard. In the 20, he was the second round pick in the 2016 draft. All right. 2017, we have no longer have guys on the right. I got it all up here. All right. 2017, Evan Ingram's gone. Dalvin Tomlinson, he's gone. Davis Webb left and came back. All right, so Wayne Gallman, the Wayne train. A nice running back, good quality depth. Get out of here. Avery Moss and Adam Bisnawadi. We drafted those guys in the 7th. They're all gone. 2016, we got Sterling Shepard. Okay. Our 2nd round picks, you know, our 1st round pick in you know, obviously Saquon in 2018. So from 2018 on back, we have 2 guys on our roster. We got Saquon from 2018, the 1st round pick, right? Because Will Hernandez, he's gone. Lorenzo Carter, we couldn't even afford $3.5 million to sign him. B.J. Hill, we traded away to get Billy Price, and we don't have Billy Price anymore. Kyle Oleta and R.J. McIntosh, they're gone. So basically, from 2018 on back, we got 2 guys on the roster. Absolutely unbelievable. Absolutely unbelievable. 2018 on back, 2 guys on the roster that we drafted. Absolutely pathetic. Now, one of the worst things is the point I'm trying to bring up here is that we go back to 3rd rounders. 3rd rounders, I mean, I'm not saying you got to hit on every one. I'm not even saying, you know, every other one. I mean, maybe every 3rd or, you know, I mean, but I mean, if you're not hitting on like every other 3rd rounder or something, I mean, got a problem. I mean, yeah, in your draft department, period. But I mean, if you're not signing like every third or fourth one to a little contract extension or something, you're really doing something bad. You know, we got to go back to 2005. Okay, before we had a third rounder who played an extended amount of time with the Giants. 2005, our third rounders. I mean, I'm going to go over here. Obviously, Matt Peart. I mean, his time might be running out with the Giants, right? But then we had Oshane Ximines. This might be his last year with the Giants. I don't know if they're going to re-sign him at all. I don't know, because he's not a Shane guy or a Dable guy or a Wink Martindale guy. He might be gone. But Lorenzo Carter and B.J. Hill, those guys, they're gone. Davis Webb, he left. He came back, but he's not been here the whole time. All right. 2016, Darian Thompson, gone. 2015, Digazuu, the defensive end. He's from UCLA, right? Gone. Jay Bromley in 2014, right? He wasn't here. Extended a period of time. 2013, Demontre Moore, he was like a bust. 2012, Jaron Hosley, right? He played grand total 43 games, right? 2011, Jarrell Jernigan, I remember him, but yeah, he played 34 games, right? Let's see. Chad Jones, 2010, didn't play in any games, period, whatsoever. I didn't even make the team, I don't think. 2009, we had Ramses Barden and Travis Beckham. Ramses Barden played in 29 games. Travis Beckham played in 48 games. I mean, neither one of them had, played any more than 4 years with the Giants. Let's see, 2008, we had Mario Manningham. Yeah, he only played 4 years now. 8, 9, 10, 11. And then I think he missed a year because he was hurt. Let me see here. And then he played, No. Then after 11, he won the Super Bowl, had that catch down the sideline. Hey, get the hell out of here. What do we want you for? Unbelievable. Then he finished up with 2 more. He had 2 years with the San Francisco 49ers, and that was it. So he had 4 years with the Giants, right? 2007, we had Jay Alford. He played, I think, 4 years with us, and that was it. Or wait, no. I don't know, it wasn't 4 years. It was, 2 years. Yeah, and then he got hurt. He played 2 years, 2007 and 8. He got hurt, and then he had 1 year with the Raiders, and that was it. His career was over. 2006, we had Jarvis Wilkerson. Let's see how long he played with the Giants. 1, 2. He played 5 years. Okay, I'm saying more than 5 years. You got more than 5 years for a third rounder for the Giants. More than 5 years. You got to go back, okay, to 2005. Justin Tuck. Corey Webster was our second rounder. We didn't have a first rounder in 2005 because we traded away to the San Diego Chargers to get Eli Manning in 2004. But Corey Webster, good pick there, second round. But Justin Tuck, you got to go back to 2005 before you had a third rounder for the New York Giants play more than 5 years for the New York Giants. 2005, a third rounder, absolutely freaking pathetic. And if you got to go back, okay, to Marcus Buckley in 1993. Okay, so you go from 1994 to 2021. There's 28 years there. Now, obviously, I know the past couple of years the guys can't play more than 5 years because they've only been on the team for a year or two. I get that. But if you go from 1994 to 2021, 28 drafts, 28 years, we've had one guy, Justin Tuck, one third rounder, play more than 5 years straight for the New York Giants. That is absolutely frickin' pathetic, and that's something Joe Schoen has to change. Well, as always, guys, thank you so much for taking time out of your day to check out this video. You guys stay safe out there and go Giants. Woo!